Both men refusing
All right,
to let the other
we're back with part 3.
This is unbelievable.
We finally did that stupid
And now Punk unloading, realizes the opportunity.
that stupid move theft crap.
Look at Heyman with the official.
Distracted the official, and the official inadvertently blindsided, followed by GTS to the Rock.
Punk is going to Mania.
Well,
There's no official, guys.
I mean, you could have counted to 20 already. CM Punk had this match won, but with the ref down, it simply doesn't count.
wow.
Heyman is beside himself, trying to get the official into the ring. He understands that Punk had the title won.
Well, CM Punk wasting no time to try and keep up this offense on the Rock. The Rock groggy, but fighting his way out of that second attempt with a spine buster.
I'm starting to hate that spine buster.
Listen to this place erupt. The People's Elbow from The Rock. And now to retain his championship. And Punk's still in it.
Oh, second referee gets there, just not quick enough for The Rock to secure victory. And the WWE Championship still hangs in the balance.
In the balance. All right, now what? The hell?
Both competitors looking absolutely fried at this point. Who can dig deeper? Oh, no.
Oh, the referee may have rolled his ankle underneath the body of Punk, and Punk now with a kick right to the face.
Should have hit him in the nuts.
Huge roundhouse kick to the temple, and the second referee now looks down and perhaps out too.
We need another official yet again.
CM Punk cannot believe what is going on in this matchup.
This is a very long cinematic scene.
And Heyman gonna hand the Rock's championship to Punk. Smart decision, trying to take advantage of the situation. The officials are down. Heyman has the Rock trapped.
Oh, Rock ducking out of the way just in time. Heyman
Oh.
almost gets blasted, but the Rock pumped down with the gold to the skull.
CM Punk just tattooed The Rock with his own championship.
Are they gonna make me pin him? You've got him where you want him, so take back your WWE Championship.
New champ incoming. And a kick out at two.
He may not have too much left, but at least he had enough to kick out there. Punk peppering his opponent with attacks. Uranagi into the Anaconda vice grip.
This might, and the ropes break the hold. We have a pin for the title.
Ref. Oh,
my goodness.
Jesus Christ, that was annoying.
Punk just beat The Rock for the WWE Championship.
That was very annoying.
Winner of this match and the new WWE Champion, CM Punk.
And honestly, the fact that Punk just beat The Rock.
Boo. Hey, you know, that's not a problem with Showcase. That's a problem with the move theft thing in general. Why would y'all put that in a Showcase match?
A long time ago, CM Punk was forced to make a choice between hypocritical humility and honest arrogance. He chose honest arrogance, and once again, standing tall with his precious WWE Championship, CM Punk is vindicated in making that choice.
It's like I don't need like 9 versions of CM Punk or The Rock.
I don't know about you, but I feel a lot better. Beating The Rock and regaining the WWE title just feels right, doesn't it? Unfortunately, there's still one more stop on the 2013 Redemption Tour. After my WrestleMania 29 loss to The Undertaker, I took a few months off to heal. Paul Heyman saw this as something vindictive. He took my absence as betrayal, and before I knew it, I was being attacked by his old pal Brock Lesnar. Brock got involved in business that wasn't his, and I knew a match with no disqualifications was my best shot to even the odds. I would have walked away with the win, but I couldn't resist getting my hands on Heyman, which gave Brock the opening he needed.
Brock Lesnar has beaten CM Punk.
It was a brutal encounter, but if you keep your eye on the prize, you'll avoid taking a trip to Suplex City. Dish out some punishment to Paul if you get the chance, but walking out of SummerSlam 2013 with the win is the main goal. Don't make the same mistake I did.
I mean, well, the whole point is not to. Yeah, this was incredibly frustrating. Like, incredibly. It's like babyface Brock.
It's the best versus the beast. CM Punk taking on Brock Lesnar. This is a matchup fueled by passion, ego, jealousy, and betrayal.
It all started with Paul Heyman's backstabbing betrayal of Punk to align himself with Brock Lesnar. Now Punk wants vengeance. He wants justice to prove CM Punk is still the best in the world, even without Heyman by his side.
But without him, Heyman says Punk is nothing, that he leveled up by moving on to Brock Lesnar. Heyman and Lesnar are on to bigger and better things after putting his CM Punk business to rest here at SummerSlam.
CM Punk has spent
Take Lesnar out of the ring and use whatever you find helpful to continue the damage. Climb to the top rope and launch yourself with a big dive.
Tonight, that will not be
Crossbody.
That's an understatement, Wade. Punk is a top-tier practitioner of MMA, but Brock Lesnar has ruled the MMA world, held the top title in that industry. He's at a level that nobody in WWE can reach. And even with Lesnar, watch out! What the heck is this manager doing looking under the ring? He can't be acting like this.
Is that the archetype shuffle?
Chicken wing, underhook, oh my. He goes for the quick pin. Gets the shoulder up.
Thought they could pull a fast one here.
Going for a power slam, slips down, countered into an inverted DDT.
Corey, I know earlier tonight.
Sky high. Splash. Massive.
Impressive start for CM Punk, starting to chip away at Brock Lesnar.
Climb to the top rope and launch yourself with a big dive. Crossbody.
Manages to reverse it. Oh, strong impact.
Something CM Punk must do tonight is bring the ferocity. Brock Lesnar is a vicious, unfeeling competitor. Punk has to be the same.
Well, the emotions involved in this match will help with that. You can tell this is a more intense CM Punk. Punk is more focused and vindictive than we've seen before.
I truly believe that if CM Punk wants to stand a chance tonight, he needs to remove all focus from Paul Heyman and concentrate squarely on Brock Lesnar.
That's easier said than done, Wade. Punk had Paul Heyman out of his focus at Money in the... Taking flight. Wow, cross body. He wants this fight on the outside. Uh-oh, Punk taking a look under the ring apron now.
He's looking like one of the Hanson brothers with that stick in hand. Wow, swinging that big stick.
Hey, yo.
Not a position the Beast Incarnate is used to. The damage starting to pile up, courtesy of CM Punk.
Something to note tonight, Brock Lesnar is dominant but beatable. He lost his return match after a decade away to John Cena.
Fucking
He lost
Heyman.
to Triple H at WrestleMania earlier this year. Well, not to disparage the game, but Triple H only won 1 of 3 matches against Brock over the last year. And as for Cena, you can bet that Lesnar is laser focused on getting revenge sooner rather than later. And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now. At the moment, Brock has no answer for Punk's raw determination. Elbow drop. He's rummaging for some sort of equalizer underneath the ring. Hockey, sports entertainment. Clearly, I'm not the only one who gets the two confused all the time. He quickly slides
Keep
into
the
ring.
attack varied and now look to damage Brock's head. You might even stun him if you plan your attack right.
He is looking to do some serious harm.
A good way to cause amounts of damage is with a steel chair. And of course, I have a
Now
shovel.
bringing the fight back into the ring.
My word, that's not how you should use a shovel.
Coming down hard with that shovel. Heading to ringside now. And what need is there to go looking under the apron like this?
Going for the classics and grabbing a steel chair. And he's double-legged.
Oh, my Lord.
Trying for a quick pin here.
And a kick out right away.
What's it going to take to put this match away?
Fired hard into the corner. It crashes to the mat. Beautiful. Neckbreak. Ooh, right onto the chair.
Landing on that chair might have just rearranged some body parts. Using the chair with no caution at all.
And the momentum's clearly against Brock now.
Somehow, Punk has Brock Lesnar on the back foot here.
Letting out every ounce of frustration and rage and then some.
Unloaded.
He's slowing down, but this
CM
isn't
Punk
over.
looking to show off his power game now. And backbreaker.
Oh, sorry. If you can find a way to connect with 2 diving attacks off the top rope, in the path to victory.
Taking heavy fire in the corner in the form of a series of clotheslines. And driven down in a belly-to-back suplex.
And CM Punk is in control.
Yeah, Punk's perched up top. Oh, took it high risk, but was off the mark.
Well, I countered that.
Playing possum. Shoulders. He's changing his mind. Going for something different now. CM Punk headed to the top rope.
From the top.
Diving double axe handle. And he's looking for it again.
Stand up, you big bastard. Stand up, you bastard.
Up high.
Double axe handle connects. Consecutive high-risk maneuvers, and the pace of this match has certainly picked up.
Get Brock down.
Getting out of harm's way.
Get Brock down and keep him down.
Punk showing off his technical prowess. Hammerlock. Followed up with a lariat.
And here we go. Locked in. It's locked in. And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here.
Big time height on that kick.
Oh, that just busted him wide open.
Absorbing the pain of another attack to the head. He could be dazed.
What? Fill your special meter until your payback is available, then hold R2 and press triangle when in front of your opponent to deliver a painful blow.
Punk now locks in that double underhook. Hoisted up. Double underhook backbreaker.
Everything working.
Dirty move, paybacks, low blow, poison. I don't need the tutorial. Hold R2 and then press triangle. For a short duration, you could press R2 to use a dirty move once.
Against Lesnar now. Oh my God, that is gonna hurt. And remember, guys, this is the no disqualification match. Punk looking to put it away with a GTS to Lesnar. Lesnar's down. Cover by Punk. And Heyman now gets involved. Remember, no disqualification.
Well, Heyman's already betrayed Punk once recently. Now he does it again, breaking up a sure victory for CM Punk. And now Punk has lost the plot.
Heyman looks like he's about to soil himself. It's about self-preservation for Heyman.
Self-preservation is easy when you have the beast incarnate backing you up.
Punk squeezing
Somebody said,
with
"What are you gonna do
all
now?"
of his might, trying to put down the beast. And Heyman again.
Well, just when it looked like a tap-out was imminent from Brock Lesnar, Heyman involved in proceedings and gets peppered with a shot from CM Punk.
And Punk now finally taking his frustrations out on Heyman with the Anaconda Vice and Brock with a chair.
Well, Paul Heyman paying dividends right there for Brock Lesnar. The distraction enough to give the Beast the impetus to take control once again with that chair.
Not done yet. Lesnar won't be done until Punk is completely destroyed.
And it looks like that moment is imminent, Corey.
Punk up on Lesnar's shoulders. Brock Lesnar marching around the ring. Oh, it delivers an F5 out of the chair.
No, it's not.
And this is just the worst position Punk can be in.
He didn't
It
pin
just
him.
goes to show you never turn. Got the
Does-
cover. Is it enough to close this out? He
Does
kicks
the
out
fire
before the count
burn, or
starts.
did Lesnar snuff it out?
One count, he's got to be having a
Get up and find a way
Meet me.
to either pin Brock Lesnar or make him submit.
Looking for the pinfall. 3, no, 2 count. Just inhuman tenacity on display from Brock Lesnar. He was basically operating on natural instinct with that kick out. And Punk.
CM Punk hoists his opponent.
2 times.
GTS from Punk.
Lesnar could not avoid the big shot.
2.
Got him.
CM Punk overcame the beast, and Paul Heyman schemes.
The winner of this match, CM Punk.
What a moment for CM Punk proving
These are his
the
Wolverine
doubters,
days.
proving Paul Heyman wrong. On his own, with no one backing him up, CM Punk is still the
best in the wild.
When I returned to WWE, I knew not everyone was going to be thrilled. Drew McIntyre made it clear to everyone watching that he was one of those people with an axe to grind. I don't know, maybe it's jealousy that I could be gone for over a decade and still have fans talking about me while he was on top. But then at the 2024 Royal Rumble, Drew nearly took it all away when his Future Shock DDT tore my tricep. So instead of competing at WrestleMania, I had to sit and watch. But I still managed to get involved.
Punk just dropped McIntyre on the table.
And then again at Clash in the Castle.
Oh my God! The balls of CM Punk!
And then again at Money in the Bank, ruining Drew's cash-in.
Punk with the title to the face of McIntyre!
Good times. But I was finally cleared to return to action shortly after, and now we could finally settle things in the ring. SummerSlam saw him victorious after some truly atrocious officiating from Seth Rollins. But I'd get my payback at Bash in Berlin when I beat him in a grueling strap match. That put the series at 1-1, with both of us looking to attack the other whenever possible. Now this chaos led to one feasible outcome. It was time for us to go to hell in a cell.
Oh, God.
Beating Drew at Hell in a Cell was brutal, exhausting, and probably took years off of my life. But getting my arm raised was all worth it. Let's go back to that night. Bad Blood 2024. Get Drew in the cell, and let's show him that you can say whatever you want to about me. But when you bring a man's dog into things, that's a line you do not cross.
Not the dog. Shit, well, not this year, but this was the most recent thing I've done so far. Not my dog. Not my dog. You're not my dog. You're not my dog. Trying to get a head up on it. You see red, so make Drew see it too. Bust him open and reveal the horrors that await him. You struck first, now keep the onslaught going with more damage. No time for jabs and wrist locks. Hit him full force and connect with a go to sleep 2 times. Wow. It's basically I gotta make him bleed. So my first thing should just be to go get a chair.
This is the final match in what has already been a brutal series between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. This is the 53rd match in history being settled inside this 20-foot-high steel structure. This is the only place it could have ended between these two. Drew has vowed to destroy the man who taught him how to hate. Punk knows in order to destroy the monster, he has to become a monster. Boom! It all began last November with the return of CM Punk, and that ticked off a lot of superstars, including Drew McIntyre, who believed Punk wanted to kill this business. And CM Punk had no business being back in WWE. The company had buried for a decade. And that has driven us to tonight in the final match in this trilogy between Punk and McIntyre. And he heads back into the ring. Calf kick on the money. Making way towards the top rope. From the top, double axe handle connects. Oh! Oh, God, right to the cranium. And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now. Punk's finding the will to turn the tides inside the cell. He's got McIntyre reeling. Early in this match, and these two have already unleashed some pretty heavy artillery on each other with no signs of relenting.
With the amount of absolutely visceral hate. Punk. CM Punk with the elbow drop.
Punk has McIntyre on Dream Street right now.
What's it gonna take to end it? It might be this. Go to sleep.
Drew is completely out of it.
I got it.
Out from the ring, closer to those towering walls of the cell.
There is absolutely no reason to bring a sledgehammer into this match.
I mean, it is if you want to get your meter up.
Dismantled.
McIntyre tempted the devil inside the Second City Saint, and he's paying for it now.
Just wailing away with that.
And Punk now lifting his opponent up and back.
Boom! GTS.
Drew's starting to understand the situation, and he's going to fight back twice as hard. So stay on him ahead and continue. It was fun using a weapon earlier, right? So why not do it again?
Counters to gain the advantage. And you notice the black armband on the left bicep of McIntyre. He told us he was wearing that tonight because this was Punk's funeral.
Put Drew down on the mat and go for a submission. Oh, at his feet.
Locked in. It's locked in. And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here. Now he just this is it. He could put him away right here. Shoulder up before the count started.
He didn't even let the count hit one.
There it is. Reversal. Up and forced down. Like John Henry swinging the hammer like that.
McIntyre a step ahead there.
And let's not forget the obsession Drew McIntyre had with Punk and what Punk has cost McIntyre on a number of occasions. That being the World Championship, including at WrestleMania. An eye for an eye, Punk would say. Just karma for McIntyre, who injured Punk, costing him an opportunity at WrestleMania.
Drew's own wife has become second best in his heart. That is how deep Drew's hatred for CM Punk runs.
Punk and McIntyre might be setting a whole new standard of brutality. About to be locked in. Here we go, guys. He lets his opponent out of the submission. Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done. Looking to explore every inch of hell here now.
Picking up the pine wood here, and he's got that look in his eyes.
Ooh, swinging that like the Bambino.
Now your signature Anaconda.
Ooh.
CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi, and textbook CM Punk.
And wait a second. Interesting.
Go
turn of
grab
events
a
here.
wrench. I already
Just
did.
released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why. DDT!
Go grab a wrench and strike Drew with it when you're both standing in the ring.
Now to the ring, to the confines of the chain link enclosure.
Well, that explains.
Looks like the road crew left some tools under the ring, and it's going to get used again. Ooh, hitting him with that wrench. Ow!
And CM Punk is leaving no breathing room here.
Yeah, Punk able to completely neutralize McIntyre here.
He was standing. Get up.
This is certainly an effective use of a foreign object.
Punk missed with a wrench and a low blow by McIntyre.
In the mommy daddy buttons.
And remember, that is completely legal. It is distasteful, but it's highly effective, and all the wind knocked out of Punk's sails.
Who cares about being tasteful when you're locked inside of Hell in a Cell, Wade? Drew McIntyre came here to destroy Punk once and for all.
And now McIntyre going to introduce the steel steps into this matchup. The Scottish Warrior, this Terminator, just destroying Punk.
Well, you wanted hell, Punk? You're getting hell. You are locked in there, no escape, and your demise may be imminent.
Punk trying to summon the will to continue, and what does McIntyre have inside of that little bag, gentlemen?
I can only imagine what this sicko has in mind.
Thumbtacks.
The Scottish psychopath cocking up something dastardly, no doubt.
Oh my God, the disrespect.
Adding insult to injury.
Those are the beads of Punk's bracelet.
Were the beads of Punk's bracelet. And McIntyre now looking to just finally put Punk away.
Oh, yeah, it looked like it hurt.
McIntyre might have just broken his back.
Oh, God, the sharp edge of that steel digging in to the lower back of McIntyre, who may be crippled. And now with the upper hand is CM Punk.
This is one of the most brutal matches I've ever witnessed inside Hell in a Cell.
Punk trying to shove those beads down McIntyre's throat. Here it comes, the end.
GTS connects. Cover off the go to sleep by Punk. And he got it.
Oh, that's it.
Win, what a match.
That was actually the easiest one I did.
CM Punk earned this victory.
You.
Such a drawn-out, heated rivalry, but finally conquering McIntyre is CM Punk.
How did I unlock Drew McIntyre? Like, how many Drew McIntyres do I need?
For as clear as Drew made it that he was not happy to have me back, it was nothing in comparison to the noise generated about me by the constant thorn in my side, Seth.
Enjoy the show.
Much like Drew, Rollins had a bit of a tantrum when I walked through that curtain at Survivor Series after nearly 10 years away from WWE. I knew we were on a collision course. After Hell in a Cell, I took a little time to heal. Once I felt good, a special request from Paul Heyman led me to joining the OG Bloodline at Survivor Series to help Roman Reigns in his quest to dismantle the new Bloodline. Once that was settled, I focused solely on Seth. We were set to battle at the first Raw of 2025, and after waiting a decade for this opportunity, I certainly wasn't gonna let anything go wrong. So let's go back to January 2025, the start of a new era, and beat Seth Rollins in front of the entire world.
Whoa. So now we're doing the CM Punk victory lap. Like Mussolini.
A magical feeling in the air as Seth freaking Rollins faces off against a man who has become his arch nemesis, CM Punk.
Then take
Two
him
men are
out
beloved
into
by
the crowd.
WWE
How the
universe
fuck
for
do you
their
do
incredible
that?
talent and work ethic.
However, there is absolutely no love lost between these two men. Two absolute legends in their own right, but where Rollins carried this company for the past 10 years, Punk went to MMA. He went to other companies and he talked harshly about WWE, all before being welcomed back with open arms.
Yeah, that really didn't sit well with Seth Rollins. There was no way that Rollins was going to welcome Punk back, and it's led to this tonight. CM Punk has been very public about the many injuries that Rollins has suffered over the years. He'll no doubt be looking to target those areas tonight.
Rollins' neck, his lower back, that surgically repaired knee. Look, you can even see the brace. There's no doubt that Rollins is something of a moving target tonight, at least in Punk's eyes. But Rollins can target Punk too. Don't forget about that triceps injury from last year, because Rollins definitely has it.
Nasty! The hardest part of the ring. Gentlemen, here's an astonishing fact. This is CM Punk's first match on Raw in almost 11 years.
Fuck you put him over the barricade.
Punk competed on WWE's flagship show. It was a week before the 2014 Royal Rumble. And in a little more than 4 weeks, both men will take part in the 2025 Royal Rumble with the aim to earn a main event spot at WrestleMania 41.
I'd say either of these men has a good chance at claiming a main event spot at WrestleMania if they don't destroy each other first.
Corey, I don't have my notes handy. Who did Punk last face on Raw?
It says here he now works with office supplies.
That's a nice
to the
glitch.
ringside area he goes as the referee continues to count. Setting up for something here.
Dropped with a scoop slam.
Amazing action so far in the main event of an historic episode of Monday Night Raw. We've seen so many unforgettable moments tonight as the show makes its debut on the biggest streaming service in the world.
And I can think of no matchup more worthy of this show's main event than two generational talents in the form of Seat taking flight. Whoa, look out.
Really risked it all there.
Very fortunate to hit the mark in that one.
Some intimidation tactics from CM Punk.
See, I know how to get here. I don't know how to get him over here. While in behind the barriers of the crowd, swiftly attack, grapple, or dive at your opponent to feel the damage. Okay, but how do I get him over?
Rollins known to be irritated.
Oh, perhaps he should have been.
And it's like, that's so stupid because I got a 10 count.
This rivalry is
like, how many times I'm gonna have to throw this motherfucker into the...
Rollins was seething upon Punk's return at Survivor Series 2023, remembering the years that Punk spent disparaging WWE.
And the tensions grew when Rollins was a special guest referee at SummerSlam last year, counting the pinfall victory for Drew McIntyre over Punk.
Both men with ample reason to despise the other. Now Punk and Rollins finally get to take out.
I don't want to pick him up
tonight.
Down into the shoulder. Wow, that hurt.
Momentum is really on Punk's side.
Yeah, now Punk's got Rollins in as vulnerable position as we've ever seen him.
How do you get this motherfucker over here?
Time to go for a ride. Exploder suplex. Punk famously said the night after he returned to WWE, quote, "I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money." He said he doesn't care what others think of him anymore, and he's proven it true thus far.
That may be true, Corey. A master on the microphone like Punk doesn't often let words of others get to him, but certain actions can still set this man off. Of that, I am sure.
Indeed, we saw Punk lash out at Drew McIntyre.
Maybe he'll throw me over.
The Scottish Warrior stole the bracelet given to Punk by one of his biggest fans that bears the name of Punk's wife and their dog. If Rollins can find something similar to set Punk off, it could give him the mental advantage tonight. he slides him back to the mat. Oh, what an axe handle.
Now I gotta Google how to throw somebody over the fucking barricade.
Oh, look at this. Out to the apron. Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me? A back suplex right onto the apron. Tossed into the crowd.
Okay, we figured it out.
Getting into the crowd now. This could get dangerous. Time to go for a ride. Exploder suplex. The fans in the front rows are getting their money's worth tonight.
CM Punk looking to end things here. Nails the GTS. Seth has got to dig deep now.
He's in the way.
Seth Rollins just getting dismantled.
And CM Punk is keeping the pressure on, completely taking it to
It's a little risky, but now's the time to launch a diving crossbody off the top rope while Rollins is on his feet in the ring.
The action's going back to the ring. And CM Punk to Rollins off the crossbody. Rollins, though, able to roll through.
Just amazing power and timing from Seth Rollins. We've seen it throughout his career. And now, catching CM Punk with a GTS.
Please don't make me do a move theft. For the love of God.
Rather fortuitously rolling all the way to the outside to safety. Although in hot pursuit now, Seth Rollins.
And Rollins limping around the ring, favoring his leg. And now just mocking and having his way with Punk.
Rollins has waited for this moment for far, far too long. This victory is going to be one of the sweet... Wait a minute!
Oh my goodness, cover! Is it enough? And a kick out!
While catching Seth Rollins with his own stomp. And coming within a millisecond of victory here.
Boom! I noticed Booker T isn't part of any of this commentary.
And Punk not done yet. Pounding away on Rollins. Frustration setting in.
Did my man book dirty, though?
Here's a bad blood. And verbal jousts between these two are about to come to a head.
Seth able to counter GTS. Looking to deliver one of his own.
Oh, and he connected.
Again.
And Punk kicks out. I don't know if it's
you can't let Rollins win
sheer instinct,
this,
but I do know that
end this freaking moment and find a way to get...
And there's the stop. Seth could end it there.
Covers, wasting no time.
This could be it.
I don't believe it. Incredible resilience on display.
Seth Rollins in deep thought, hoping to conjure one last move to win this.
A razor-sharp chop there. CM Punk looking to end things here. Gone to sleep.
That's going to keep Rollins down.
CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done.
Going on pure instinct and gets to the ropes.
He ain't get to the damn rope.
What's it going to take to end it? It might be this. Go to sleep.
Does it again, and there's no way to come back from that.
Wow!
Seth freaking Rollins with a close freaking call. I don't know how he's...
Face first. Setting up on a Koji clutch lock.
There it is, tapping out.
And now
Did the ref
chance
not
to go to
see
the
that? What just happened? End all this freaking momentum and find a way to get a victory either by pinfall or submission. I just made him tap.
I get a
I literally just made him tap.
It's locked in, the Koji clutch. Can the visionary hang on? Things are beginning.
And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission.
Punk wins.
That's crazy.
Here is your winner,
That's
What a
crazy.
fight, what a night, and what a win. CM Punk once again showing why he is indeed the best in the world.
This truly was a battle between two men at the absolute top of the mountain when it comes to professional wrestling. This really could have gone either way a number of times, but in the end, Punk had Rollins' number.
Yeah, but don't think this is over for Rollins. If anything, this result is only going to enrage him even more, set him off even more on his self-imposed crusade against CM Punk.
And why do I have another Seth Rollins? I mean, if I unlocked his costume, fine, but...
WrestleMania 41 was supposed to be the culmination of all those years of hard work.
Ow.
After all the ups and downs, all roads pointed to the one location I'd always dreamed of, the main event of WrestleMania. My victories over Drew and Seth had shown that I was still at the top of my game. After I eliminated both Roman and Rollins at the 2025 Royal Rumble, I soon found myself tossed over and thrown to the floor. And that allowed Rollins to release all his frustrations, taking Roman out with a stomp, attacking me, and punctuating the whole mess with another stomp on Roman. So when Heyman announced that the three of us would meet in the main event on the first night of WrestleMania 41, that's when I struck. I used my earned favor from Survivor Series to request Heyman be in my corner that night. This infuriated Roman Reigns, who would not listen to reason, insistent that Heyman had turned his back on his tribal chief. And in all the madness, Roman and I both lost sight. We never thought that night would end the way it did.
Oh, no!
Heyman betraying both of us.
Oh, my God! What the hell did we just witness?
I can't think of a better candidate for slingshot tech to address. It took my whole career to get to that main event. So let's go back to WrestleMania 41 and get me the win that I was well on my way to earning. Let's destroy the architect's plans. Let's show the Oracle.
Wasn't this the first thing we did?
And let's force Roman Reigns to acknowledge us.
Here comes Seth freaking Rollins,
The visionary and the revolutionary of WWE.
No. No. Burn it down.
Officially the coolest entrance living every man's dream, Seth freaking Rollins.
I don't know about all that.
Las Vegas serenading Seth freaking Rollins.
So I can't do Romans. This shit gonna take 50 years. Like the sun gonna go down. This motherfucker's still gonna be putting the damn finger. Oh, I forgot he changed club. Why are we doing this? Like, why are we doing this? Like,
You guys remember what happened 10
why does he
years
have a
ago up in
WrestleMania
California,
entrance?
the Bay Area?
Like, why does he have a
Money in the
WrestleMania
Bank for
entrance?
The heist of the century at WrestleMania.
An iconic call for an iconic performance. Seth needs another one of those iconic moments this evening against two of the best this industry has ever seen.
No. No, no, no. He legit has a WrestleMania entrance.
A 14th appearance in WrestleMania, the 3rd time he's been in the main event.
Come to WrestleMania for the wrestling, but stay for the karaoke. We've got a bit of everything tonight here in Vegas.
Jesus Christ. Coming out here by himself.
The OTC has arrived in Sin City.
From Pensacola, Florida, weighing 260.
Not Pensacola.
For a record 10th time, Roman Reigns will main event WrestleMania.
A titan of this industry marching to the ring with his signature celestial swagger, the epitome of ice-cold, effortless cool.
Roman Reigns with a record of 9-3.
He said ice cold.
Guys, there are only a handful of men in history with more wins than Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
All right, so his entrance
Three
isn't
of those
special.
men are The Undertaker, John Cena, and the Game Triple H.
Pressure? What pressure? It's...
We can handle the pressure. Like Mussolini.
Ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk is in the main event of WrestleMania. It has to be a surreal moment for CM Punk.
Ah!
Accompanied to the ring by WWE Hall of Famer, the Wise Man, Paul Heyman, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218
Me, oh my.
Roman Reigns is... Each of these three men believe they are the
Put the main event hurt on Rollins. Don't let basically beat them both up.
Seth Rollins to prove his superiority, and CM Punk to prove he's still the best in the world. Punk has claimed that for him this is just business. And taking Reigns and Rollins out at WrestleMania will get them out of his way so he can accomplish the things he returned to WWE to do, to win titles.
But Reigns and Rollins are not your average roadblocks. They're two of the biggest names in WWE for a reason. And they're not about to let CM Punk just have his way.
Just rubbing salt in the wound now. CM Punk will burst out of the scene. CM Punk showed up at ECW, run by Paul Heyman, when he was only a teenager, wanting to break into the business. He would get to the WWE developmental territory and become Heyman's best friend. Punk made being a Paul Heyman guy a cool thing to be. Everyone has profited from their association with the Wise Man.
And you could argue that the greatest benefactor was the 1,316-day reign of the Tribal Chief.
But look at everything Roman did for Paul Heyman and Paul Heyman's career. Riding the gravy train of Roman Reigns, and now to turn his back on him for tonight.
I'm sure a betting man would tell you the odds are against CM Punk here, against two younger competitors who have been on top in WWE for the past decade. However, that's when Punk does his best work, when he's backed into a corner on the biggest stage possible.
Yeah, in a bad situation, the bright lights here at WrestleMania could just bring out the best in CM Punk.
Oh, I hit that.
And Roman
Now that we're all warmed up.
would make a lot of sense for them to team up with CM Punk tonight.
Yeah, I think it's way too late to strike that deal, Michael Cole. 10 years of animosity will eliminate all signs of trust between the two former Shield mates.
Remember, in many ways, the obsession by Reigns for Rollins last year. Into the pin. Can he get him here? Kick out just in time.
Grab a hold of weapons and connect with 3 attacks. You can even throw it.
The focus squarely on Rollins there as the triple threat rules will continue to be a factor. Reversal. And that turns things around.
Getting sent to the turnbuckles.
Now I'm not even looking at him properly.
Uh-oh. Avoided any damage there. CM Punk has had a non-stop grin since walking out here. Remember, securing the main event of WrestleMania was never the goal. Winning in the main event of WrestleMania is. Punk fails to do that, and he'll always look back on this night with regret.
Paul Heyman did tell CM Punk that he indeed will one day main event WrestleMania. Paul Heyman said, "I will be with you when it happens."
Grab.
And it has. Well, no matter the outcome,
Always.
CM Punk will shoulders down, cover. And that breaks up the pin.
I just did grab attacks.
Walloped by a huge club.
That's not a...
Not so fast. Hurricanrana.
So that doesn't count as a grab?
And remember, the reason that Rollins and Reigns are here, at least when they first arrived on the scene, was because of CM Punk. The Shield was built as a security force for CM Punk.
Come on, let's not make out like that is some accolade for CM Punk. They were brought in as security to protect CM Punk. It wasn't some selfless...
What's he doing here, Corey? The colossal clutch. Absolutely trapped. Nowhere to go. Slipped right underneath, and just like that, he's out of the hold. Russian leg sweep. Oh, what an axe handle. Down with a suplex. And for Punk and Rollins, such a personal hatred between these two. Rollins has never forgotten the fact that Punk left the company, badmouthed the company for many years, while Rollins stayed here and played the soldier. And when Punk came back to all the fanfare, it pissed Rollins off. Seth has a lot of animosity to take out.
I actually spoke to Rollins earlier. He said the only time CM Punk has improved the culture in WWE is when he cleared off for 10 years. Going for the heel now and cranking that joint.
So much torque on the knee and ankle.
Oh, into the steel step. Simply no way to brace for that impact. Hard-hitting calf kick finds its mark.
Rollins getting work done. So important to keep Seth from gaining any momentum.
Perhaps looking for some kind of equalizer here.
If you're looking to cause quick, sharp damage, you can't go wrong with the kendo stick.
Oh, forearm smash.
And now Reigns is starting to look like a man who realizes he is a tribal chief with no followers. Lift off.
Landing straight on the knees, not the intended outcome.
And Rollins capitalizes. He gets into the ring. Oh, float over Russian leg sweep. Clubbing blow.
Ah!
Oh, great wherewithal there.
Oh, what an axe handle.
He's leaving the ring now. No countouts to worry about. Bang! What a move.
Now get up.
This is not about a championship.
No.
This is about pride and dignity and proving you're the best, perhaps of a generation.
It's about ego and animosity. It's about 12 years ago when 3 men made their way down
Now
the
get up
stairs
to the
remake
top,
this
to
company
the
in
top
their
rope and
image,
hit
and the
one of those
man
guys
that opened
with
the
a
back
diving
door for
cross
them.
body.
They search for supremacy. The man
Now
charging
plant one of them
himself
with
up
a
and going in for the
DDT.
kill with that.
Stop. We've seen this win matches for Rollins.
Quick cover for the win.
2 count and a kick out. No one saw that coming.
Roman Reigns simply refuses to stay down. One of the many reasons why he's
Now
the
plant one of them with
face
a
this
DDT.
business.
There's no way that was what Seth Rollins was expecting. He thought this match was his. Oh, what a high kick.
This is the main event of WrestleMania, and if
Plant one of them with a
anyone can
DDT.
dig deeper than most,
Word on the
it is
street
Seth
is you know
freaking Rollins.
a few versions, so take your pick.
To the sky. Cross body from the top. Slides under the ropes. Back into the ring. Brought down with a DDT. Time to go for a ride. Bang! What a move.
Triple threats are hectic. It's up to you to slow things down.
And Punk gets countered there.
Applying a signature.
Punk now with a quick duck under and a Uranagi converts it into the...
And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold.
Hit Roman Reigns with a
Punk must be turning his
GTS.
insides out at this point.
And
Now
now
they're in.
Punk. Kick to the midsection of Reigns. Rollins trying to crawl back into this as well.
This is how the damn thing started.
That GTS on Reigns, but he's about to eat one himself.
Oh, bang. Spear. Stop. Everybody down.
Oh, what a moment of chaos in this match. If any man here can get a cover, it could be victory, but wait up. Lurking is Paul Heyman with a steel chair.
And no shocker here. Handing the chair to his friend, CM Punk. And this, guys, this could be the ultimate betrayal of Roman Reigns.
Oh, Heyman went for a low blow, but caught by CM Punk.
What the hell is Heyman thinking? And now Punk with a roundhouse kick to Reigns.
Well, Heyman tried to stab his man, CM Punk, in the back, but was denied. But now Rollins with a low blow of his own on Punk. What the hell is going on?
And now Heyman handing the chair to Rollins. What the hell? Oh, no!
The devil's work is afoot tonight.
Plan B all over again. That pathetic Paul Heyman. He's a damn Judas.
Paul Heyman
People's he going to
turns
betray?
his back on CM Punk and Roman Reigns. You can't let that end your main event journey. You're not even. You're not leaving unless you live up. That's basically I gotta win.
Uh-oh.
Roman telegraphing that one.
Vicious backdrop suplex. Shoulders down. Does he have it? Kicks out. He still has life.
This is just fighting on pure instinct right now.
Returning to the ring now. Oh, what an axe handle. Elbow lands hard.
Wow, this motherfucker popped up.
The receiving end of.
And what's this manager looking for under the ring? He has no business down there. This has been a hurricane of chaos. Rollins, Punk, Reigns, each struggling to prove
So we're not going to finish this before the hour mark is up.
Nasty. The hardest part of the ring. Devastating kick. Punk scaling the turnbuckles.
Wow, I hit the go to sleep.